Alright, this is Jim at AnnRuel Home Inspections. We're just finishing this home inspection on this house. This is an interesting house because the client that hired us said another person hired a home inspector and there was very little wrong with this house. This would be an easy house. So I got to tell you, I've been doing this for a lot of years. A lot of kids popped out in the last 2 or 3 years, know-it-alls. But this one was probably done. The previous report that said there was only a couple issues was totally off board. We found over 47 issues. Most of them are very serious and structural. But I want to mention the first thing I saw coming up here that I can't believe anybody would miss is we're looking at the electrical coming in. So number one, the wire has been pulled out of the weather head. Number two, it's not secured to the building. Number three, we no longer have a drip loop. Number four, the wire is hanging about 8 feet off the ground here. I could reach up and grab it. It's so low. Next is no boot on the wire coming from the meter enclosure into the electrical panel. Absolutely nothing there protecting it. And this wire is getting kind of crispy, but like I say, it needs to be really secured properly. So that was several of the first things we saw right off the bat on this that really caught our eye. But then looking at the structural issues more, we're looking at the slab that's holding up the front of the house here. And I'm looking right here at what probably is more of a footing, and it seems to all be broken up and shattered. When we looked in the garage, we found that they had just wooden posts holding up the center of it, which are all bowed and ready to break, and the floor upstairs is sagging. And yes, there's actually bedrooms, children's bedrooms upstairs above this garage. Another one where we worry about firewalls. There was a lack of firewalls, proper firewalls. They had them some sections, and other sections they didn't, but you have to have that firewall above too. Now crawling up around this corner, it's a little challenging. Sorry, you know, when you're 60 years old, you move a little slower. But over here, we see side of the foundation. Now, this is still another 4 feet down. What we're seeing here is showing us there's been some damage. And it's pushed in quite a bit. And you can see the bricks, the lip there, I think, where we have a serious issue here. Now, added to, these bricks have been pushed in. I can kind of tell that somebody's painted it trying to hide a few things. But we can see gaps in between that are newer where this whole thing is separating. Now in the back corner, here we see the whole corner, all the bricks all the way down that we can see are all broken. Who knows what's going on in behind there that we can't see. So just wanted to point out, you got to be careful who you hire for a home inspector, because yeah, a lot of these kids that are popping out, they know everything. Most of them, yeah, you can't really teach them. They just know it all. And they've all got these 30-year-olds with 30 years experience as home inspectors and builders, and all of them say they're different because I care. Yeah, you know, that's all fine and dandy. We just need to know you get a good home inspection.